the desert.
In a bustling Jewish town lived a young, poor man named Benjamin. Benjamin owned almost nothing. His clothes were patched, his shoes were worn, and many nights he went to bed hungry. Yet, despite his poverty, people trusted him, because everyone knew one thing: Benjamin would never lie. One Friday afternoon, just hours before the Shabbat, Benjamin was hurrying through the crowded marketplace. The sun was already sinking. Shopkeepers were closing their stalls. Families were rushing home to prepare for the holy day. As Benjamin walked, something shiny caught his eye: a leather pouch lying alone in the dust. He picked it up. It was heavy, very heavy. His heart began to race. He opened it. Inside were dozens of gold coins, more money than he had ever seen in his entire life. Enough to buy a house, enough to feed himself for years, enough to change everything. Benjamin looked around. No one had seen him. No one knew. For a moment, temptation whispered in his ear, "You are poor. You need this. Perhaps heaven placed it there for you." But another voice spoke within him, a quieter one. If it is not yours, it cannot become yours simply because you found it. Benjamin sighed. He closed the pouch. He carried it to the synagogue. Then he announced that a bag of gold had been found. If someone should describe it correctly, after the Shabbat, it would be returned. The congregation murmured. Some thought Benjamin was foolish. Others admired his honesty. The next day, after Shabbat prayers ended, an elderly merchant rushed into the synagogue. His face was pale with worry. "My gold!" he cried. "I lost my gold!" The rabbi asked him to describe the pouch. The merchant described every detail perfectly: the worn leather, the red stitching, even the exact number of coins. Benjamin handed it back immediately. The merchant nearly wept with relief. "You have saved me," he said. "This money was everything I owned." Then he reached into the pouch and offered Benjamin several gold coins as a reward. Benjamin shook his head. "No, you lost your property. I simply returned it." The merchant insisted. Again, Benjamin refused. The crowd stared in amazement. The merchant finally asked, "Why would a poor man refuse such wealth?" Benjamin replied, "Because if I sell my honesty for gold, I would become even poorer than I already am." The synagogue fell silent. The merchant looked at him for a long moment, then he quietly left. Weeks passed. Life continued. Benjamin remained poor. At least it seemed that way. Then one morning, a messenger arrived at his door. The merchant had died unexpectedly, and his will, he had left Benjamin a substantial portion of his estate. Attached was a note: "I searched my entire life for a man I would trust completely. I found him the day he returned my gold." Benjamin stood speechless. Tears filled his eyes, not because of the money, but because honesty had been seen, even when he thought no reward would ever come. Years later, Benjamin became one of the most respected men in the region. People would ask him the secret of his success. He would always give the same answer: "Character is what you do when nobody is watching. The reward may not come today, it may not come tomorrow, but integrity is never lost."